apply the ventouse or forceps, right? So how it works? It works by creating a chignon. So chignon is nothing but a artificial caput succedaneum. Okay. So what is caput succedaneum? What is caput? Caput means there is accumulation of fluid inside the soft tissue of the scalp. Okay. So that is called caput. Okay. There is creation of artificial caput succedaneum which is called chignon. Chignon. Everybody clear? So that artificial caput succedaneum is called chignon. Okay. So after 24 hours after delivery, so it will vanish. The swelling over the skull, it is a soft boogie swelling. It will vanish after 24 hours after delivery. Right. So what is called? The term is chignon. That is the artificial caput succedaneum. Okay. So the theory part is inside your obstetric book. You go for it. Okay. So before applying your ventouse, bladder should be evacuated. There should be adequate uterine contraction. There should be no obstruction below the head of the fetus. Okay. If there is obstruction below the head of the fetus, so don't apply the ventouse or forceps. You go for cesarean section. Right. So what is the how much amount of pressure you are giving to the fetal head in order to drag it out from the birth canal? It is around 10 kg. Okay, 10 kg of pressure you are giving through ventouse, and it is more in case of forceps. Okay, so one thing you have to remember that ventouse will create or will give more injury to the fetus or fetal head, right? And less injury to the maternal pelvis or maternal perineum. Reverse is true for forceps. So forceps will protect the fetus or the fetal head and gives more injury to the maternal pelvis. Everybody is clear? Harshvardhan, Alisa,
Yes, ma'am.
Aman. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
this ventouse application doesn't need any specialty service. Okay. It can be done by a midwife. Okay. So it doesn't need any expertise. That is the advantage of ventouse. In rural setup, midwife can apply the ventouse. Okay. But not the forceps. Okay. So forceps require expertise. Right. So advantage, disadvantage, you have to, yes. Another thing is that after applying your ventouse, if there is little bit rotation left, it will be covered by this ventouse. Okay. The fetal head rotation will be completed by applying the ventouse. Right. So what are the complications? What are the contraindications? You know. So don't apply the ventouse over a preterm fetus head. Okay. Less than 34 weeks. If the fetus gestational age is less than 34 weeks, then don't apply ventouse. In that case, forceps will be preferable. Right. So preterm baby, don't apply ventouse. Preterm means less than 34 weeks. Usually preterm means less than 37 weeks, but here it is early preterm, means that is less than 34 weeks. Okay, so this is the ventouse. So how to create ventouse, how to increase the pressure, whenever you want to abandon the process. Okay, after 3 pulls, if the baby's head is not delivered, then you abandon the process. Okay, you stop the process and you go for immediate cesarean section. Right. If after 3 pull the baby's is not delivered, then you abandon or stop the process and you go for cesarean section. Okay. So examiner will ask you how much pull, how many times you have to pull the fetal head before abandoning the procedure. Okay. So you should tell that 3 pulls should be given, and even after 3 pulls, if the head of the baby is not delivered, then the process is to be abandoned and you go for cesarean section. Right. So this is the ventouse. So what are the complications of ventouse? There may be caput formation, there may be cephalohematoma, there may be intracerebral hemorrhage, right? So these are complications of ventouse applications. Next year, forceps. Forceps I will teach you tomorrow because it needs more time, right? Yes. What is this? Everybody has seen in the OPD. Anybody? So this is Ayer's spatula. This is a wooden spatula. Spatula means there are flat ends. These are all flat, broad ends. Okay. Visible to you? Is it visible to you? So this is Ayer's wooden spatula. Okay. This is made up of wood, light wood. Okay. And the one end is your flat end and broad. And it is bifid. You see, bifid means there are two ends. Okay. In between there is a groove. So bifid end. This is the bifid end. Okay. And this is the handle side. Okay. This part is handle part. So you have to hold this Ayer's spatula like this. Okay. Where Ayer's spatula is used? It is used to do pap smear. Where pap smear is done? Pap smear is a screening procedure for CA cervix, carcinoma cervix. Okay. Two things are to be used in pap smear. Okay. This is the Ayer's spatula, Ayer's wooden spatula, and this is an endocervical brush. You see, this is a small diameter plastic tube with brush. Okay. Here bristles are present at another end. So this is endocervical brush. Is it visible to you? Visible to you? Okay. So bristles are present here. Okay. And this is a small plastic tube. Plastic tube. This is made up of wood. This is Ayer's wooden spatula. So these two structures, instruments or devices are used for taking the pap smear. Okay. Why pap smear is taken? Pap smear is taken as a screening procedure for carcinoma cervix. Okay. From where, from which side the pap smear is taken? Pap smear is taken from transformation zone and from the endocervix, right? From transformation or TZ zone and endocervix. With the help of Ayer's spatula, you have to take the cells from the TZ zone, and with the help of this endocervical brush, you have to take the endocervical scrapings by rotating the brush 360 degree 3 to 5 times. So to start with, you have to take the smear from the your TZ zone outside. Okay. Then you have to use the endocervical brush. So first you have to take samples from the TZ zone. Then you have to use the endocervical brush. Okay. Each time you have to remember from outside to inside. So many PGs, I am observing so many PGs, they are using the endocervical brush first, then they are using the Ayer's spatula. No, this is a wrong method. Okay. So first you have to take the scraping from the TZ zone with the help of Ayer's wooden spatula, and then you have to take the endocervical scraping. Okay. So it is bifid. Okay. So the longer end will remain over the external os, right? So it will fit to the external os. Everybody, this end is a longer end. This is a bifid end. So this longer end, it fits over the external os, right? This one. And this is placed over the TZ zone. So you have to place the spatula over the external os and TZ zone, and you have to rotate it 360 degree with little pressure. Okay. So it will scrap out cells from the TZ zone. Okay. 360 degree 2 to 3 times. Right? Everybody clear? Akanksha, are you listening? Akanksha?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, I'm listening.
It is a pap smear kit. So pap smear kit contains Ayer's spatula and endocervical brush. Okay, so you first take the scrapings from the digit zone, then from the endocervix, right? So this is
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, पहले wait.
endocervical brush. Okay.
Ma'am,
Why so less people today? Harshvardhan? Only 47 people have joined. 50. Have you sent the message?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is a pap smear kit. Right. So there are so many precautions you have to take before taking the pap smear. Right. So there should not be any lubricant used prior to taking pap smear. Okay. Should not be any PV examination done. Should not be any intercourse done. Okay. So and that you have to take the pap smear. Okay. Then the examiner will take into carcinoma cervix. Right. So this is a pap smear kit. Is it visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this? Everybody knows. So this is a copper T. Okay. So copper T comes in a packet, right? With a inserter and plunger. Inserter and plunger. These are plastic tubes. Mark it. Okay. There are two threads, nylon threads. At one end, there are one horizontal bar, one vertical bar, and copper is woven on the horizontal, so also longitudinal bar. You see copper wires, okay? So examiner will ask you what is the surface area of this copper, okay? How to insert, what are the contraindications, okay? So you see the instrument or the device and you go through the theory part, you go through the book, right? Is it visible? This is copper T. So missing copper T, what do you mean by missing copper T? All those things you have been asked in the examination, okay? So this is intrauterine contraceptive device copper T. Okay, there are so many other devices like inert devices like Lippis loop. Okay, so the examiner will ask you, what is this structure? Everybody has seen in the labor room. Can anybody? You see, what is this? Aradhana. Aradhana, are you listening to me? Are you watching the video? What is the name of this device or this instrument or this thing? Harshvardhan? What is this? Alisa? What is this? There are two tubes attached to cylindrical box-like structure. So this is a mucus sucker. Okay. So it is used to suck out the mucus deposited in the nasopharyngeal cavity and oropharyngeal cavity of the delivered fetus. Okay. Immediately after delivery of the fetus, you suck out the fluids inside the nose and mouth in order to facilitate the breathing. Okay. So this is a mucus sucker. Everybody? Harshvardhan, have you seen this device?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So this is a mucus sucker. Examiner will ask you which part of the fetus will be first suctioned. Okay. From which part you have to take out the mucus and fluid, nose or mouth. Which you have to do first? First from the nose, then from the mouth. Or reverse is true. Harshvardhan. So first you have to suck out from the mouth, then from the nose. Okay. So you see this. What is this? IV cannula. This is intravenous cannula. right? So tube-like structure. Okay, there is one stellate is present. There are different sizes and different colors. So you have to mark it. So this is number 22. Okay, it comes in blue color. You see? So offsetting forces, I will tell you tomorrow. Okay, Ventus, I have finished Babkit, PS have finished suture material. Okay. So what is this? So this is a male condom. It is written Nirod. Okay. This is a male condom. Okay. So there are also female condoms. Okay. So this is used for contraceptive purpose. You go through contraception. Everybody here it is written Nirod. You see? Okay. Are you able to read?
Yes, ma'am.
So there are male condoms, also female condoms. Okay. So this is combined oral contraceptive pill written as overall L. Combined means both estrogen and progesterone are present. Okay. So what is the estrogen part? What is the progesterone part? So you take the sample and you read from the strip. Okay. So combined oral contraceptive pill. So what is written? This is written as Femilon. Okay, so this is low dose combined oral contraceptive pill. Why it is low dose? Because traditionally the oral contraceptive pill, combined pill pills are having estrogen component either 30 or 35 microgram. But this particular combined oral contraceptive pill is having low dose estrogen, that is 20 microgram of estrogen. So that is why it is called low dose combined oral contraceptive pill. The trademark is Femilon. Right? Is it visible to you? Femilon. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So another oral contraceptive, combined oral contraceptive pill is Novelon. Here Novelon is written. Okay. So estrogen and progesterone part, they differ from variety to variety. This is Novelon, right? All these are, I am showing you the suture material. Okay. So this is chromic catgut. Okay. So chromic catgut, here only 1 0 is there. Are you able to see the 0? Harshvardhan? Able to see the 0 here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
this is 1 0. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
2 0 will be thinner. Okay. 3 0 will be more thinner. Okay. So likewise 3 0, 4 0, 5 0, 6 0 means or thinner, thinner, thinner backwards. And one chromic catgut number 1, 2 means it is thicker. Okay. So single 0, 2 0, 3 0, they are thinner when you go from 2 0 to 3 0. Number 1, number 2, that means thicker. So this is chromic catgut. This is a suture material and the catgut is made from sheep's small intestine, submucosal layer of sheep's small intestine. Okay, and it is treated with chromium salts. Okay, that is why it is called chromic catgut, right? So this is written as, you see 2 0. How it is written? 2 -0. Is it visible to you? 2-0. Okay, so this is written as what? Ethylene. So this is a polyamide suture material. Suture material means thread. Okay, thread to stitch the tissues. Okay, this is ethylene. This is suture material, may be synthetic, may be natural. Okay, maggot is natural because it is biological source. This is artificial. Okay, so it is made up of polyamide. Okay, this is nylon, polyamide, ethylene. So here you see this is Vicryl. Okay, this is nothing but polyglactin 910. Okay, so this is a delayed absorbable suture. Okay, delayed absorbable suture. Suture material can be divided into non-absorbable, absorbable. Absorbable again divided into early absorbable, delayed absorbable. So meat catgut is early absorbable. It will be absorbed between 10 to 14 days. Whereas your Vicryl takes about 90 days to be absorbed. Okay, so it is delayed absorbable suture. The name is polyglactin 910. Okay. This is also another chromic catgut. Here, this is polyglactin, that is Vicryl. So another pill I have forgotten to tell you. This is I-pill. You see, is it visible to you?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is an emergency contraceptive pill. Okay. So composition is your levonorgestrel. Okay. Levonorgestrel 1.5 gram. Here it is written. Levonorgestrel 1.5 gram. Single tablet. Okay. So some companies, they provide 2 tablets, each one having 75 microgram of levonorgestrel. Okay, this is a single tablet. I-pill. I-pill is a single tablet. This is used as an post-coital contraceptive measure or emergency contraception, right? So it should be within preferably 72 hours of unprotected sex. Okay. This is I-pill. Name is I-pill. So this is written as PPH tablet. Okay. This is a single tablet. It is written PPH tablet. The composition is misoprostol. Okay. So misoprostol 600 microgram. This is used for prophylaxis for PPH. So also therapeutic use in case of PPH. You see, this is a PPH tablet, right? Here, misoprostol is available in 200 microgram. So everybody should go through misoprostol tablet. Theory part. Okay. So misoprostol is used to terminate the pregnancy, first trimester termination, second trimester termination. So also used to prevent postpartum hemorrhage and also therapeutic use of postpartum hemorrhage. Misoprostol. Okay. So this is methyl ergometrin injection. This is methyl ergometrin injection. Okay, methergine injection. Okay, so it is used either to as a prophylaxis for postpartum hemorrhage or as a therapeutic agent in case of postpartum hemorrhage. So methyl ergometrin. So it is a oxytocic agent. Another oxytocic agent is oxytocin. Yes, here. This is oxytocin injection. Each ampoule contains 1 ml of oxytocin solution having 5 units of oxytocin. 5 international units of oxytocin in 1 ml oxytocin injection. This is oxytocin. Oxytocin injection is used for induction of labor, augmentation of labor, prevention of postpartum hemorrhage, right? So you have to tell the use of the injection. I think I have
Ma'am,
covered.
people are waiting in the waiting.
Pardon.
People are waiting in the waiting room.
Okay, I have finished your all the instruments. Okay, only forceps will be left. I will take it tomorrow. Right,
Yes, ma'am.
Harshvardhan?
Yes,
When
ma'am.
will be free? You people, when will be free? Tomorrow?
Ma'am, we have class from 2 to 4 tomorrow. Before that, we don't have any class.
Okay. Okay, I will inform you. Huh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow is my OT. Okay. After
Yes, ma'am.
finishing the OT, I will inform you and I will take the class. Only I have to teach you these forceps. Okay.
Yes,
So how to
yes, ma'am.
articulate these forceps? What are the different forceps? So it will take some time. Okay. So that is
Yes,
why
ma'am.
I do not want to teach you today. Okay. This is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
outlet forceps. How to articulate this. Okay. How to dismantle. Okay. What are the different parts of the forceps? I have to explain. So please go through the suture material. Another thing I have, there are so many needles, but Sasmita has not given me the needles. You have to read the needles also. Okay. Straight needle, round needles, cutting
Okay.
needles, round body needles, right? So I
Yes,
will end the class here.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.